Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 48 of Europa Universalis IV as Barat. I'm actually quite enjoying this campaign now. I know when I initially started it, it was a little bit tricky because Jampur were constantly being a problem. And look at them now, you know, they're a tiny little nation sort of squished up here. We've almost completely wiped them out. Of course, I do want to take Malwa out, but their network of alliances is definitely causing me some problems at the moment, so we will have to deal with those as time goes on. I'm just adding a few more cannons to my armies because it will mean we can do some more damage. And then we're going to go ahead and declare a war on Senwi and give some of their provinces over to Kachar, who is our newly acquired vassal. I say newly, it was a few videos ago. We can still have 6 more units, so let's go ahead and get 10 cannons in every one of these stacks. And that will be fine. We will end up acquiring Jarkan's units at some point, but we're not too bothered about all of that. So who's in the coalition against us at the moment? It is Malwa and Multan, two people that I would like to go to war with, and also Afghanistan. The problem is, I can't declare war on Afghanistan because they are allied with the Ottomans, and they'll bring the Ottomans in to help. I can't go to war with either Malwa or Multan because both of them are allied with each other and Yarkand. And I don't really want to have to fight Yarkand, although that said, yeah, Yarkand would still come in their defense. If Yarkand would actually come in on my side, see, if I was to declare war on Afghanistan, Yarkand would actually come in. That would still trigger the coalition. But the problem is that would also bring the Ottomans in, which is not good. Even though the Ottomans are 762 ducats in debt, and they've got war exhaustion, it would still not stop them from coming in. Multan's just left the coalition anyway. It still doesn't mean that I can get at them though, so that's still a problem. I need to find some way to engineer some sort of distrust between Yarkand and Multan so we can go for them. We are improving relations with Multan. It's not particularly high because we do have some aggressive expansion against them and the different religion is ending. We've also lost our truce against Dali, which are these guys here, but I don't think that's going to be a major issue for us. I would just like us to get these last few cannons. Right, we can take another idea, which would be reducing monthly war exhaustion. Having another leader without upkeep would be really nice as well. How's the tech going? Well, it's Diplo tech we need to catch up in at the moment, I suppose. So let's go and get the group finished. Just so we can get our Space Marines. Because we're really ahead in military. What's our focus on? Why are we always so far ahead in military tech? I guess I have been taking quite a lot of land and I've been integrating. So that's where our admin points and our Diplo points have been going. What am I even looking for? Our leaders. So we are actually admin focused. Wow, we're admin focused and it's still that low. And we've only got a +2 army guy as well. Or military guy, or whichever way you want to look at it. So we are going to go to war with Senwi. I don't think they have any new allies to worry about. They do not, so we should be okay. Let's go ahead and make sure you have your leader right there. And, yeah, let's go and declare that war. So, declare a war for Kale, which is a core, apparently. We don't need to bring in Nepal, so we'll just go ahead and confirm. Let's just move you straight in there. And I guess what we will do, while we are paused, we will turn off all of the forts, because we don't need them all on. But we will go and turn these two on, even though they're actually outdated forts, so they're not all that useful right now. They don't have any navy. It is possible that Khmer might have a navy. So let's go ahead and unmothball the heavies, because we can maybe go over there and just block any potential sea nonsense that might be going on. Yeah, you guys go and siege out that fort. Now this is actually my core. I'm still almost considering making these guys into a march. Just so that they do a bit of fabricating. I really, really am considering it. I think it would be a good idea. Because I don't have to take all of my cores. I mean, I haven't really decided what my focus is going to be for this particular campaign. I haven't turned around and said, well, what I want to do is make sure that I own every single claim that I have. I mean, let's be honest, even if they're my march, I still own the core. I will still own the province. So, I definitely think we need to get all of our claims. Even if they do belong to a march. And we can always get the idea group later to break it. If with the Let's Play lasts that long, I mean, let's be honest, there'll probably be another expansion before we even get finished. It's usually the case. We probably can't designate them a march while they're at war. No, didn't think so. So we'll do that at a later time. So they have got some units around here. In fact, Khmer's army is already up here, which is quite interesting. Now, they're not going to really be able to get round and do much. They're trying to. I'll give them that. I just want to make sure that we take this first. Now, they do have superior numbers. Right, they are going to try and flank around, but there we go. We've got that province. So I'm attached to this army, please, if anyone would like to come and help with this. Now, who's going to get there first? They are, because they're already there. They're going to get majorly reinforced. I'm not entirely sure that attacking them there is a good idea, but let's do it anyway. So, even though we've got ourselves a terrain penalty, we were absolutely owning face there. Yeah, they've just got destroyed. Well, I'm glad I didn't worry about that. So, let's go and move in and take... Why can't I get there? Is this fort blocking my way? Where do you think you're going? You're going to try and unsiege that, are you? I don't think so. Take you out nicely. Well, that fort fell, so let's start moving in. Looks like Jarkan's going in there to get stuff done. Can't say I blame them. Now then, our heavies are done. Let's get you down over here. It is out of our supply range, so we will take a little bit of damage. I'll have to keep my eye on them, but we should be okay. Jarkand actually lost that battle in quite epic fashion. Let's just detach a siege and move in here. We'll catch the rest of their army out and make them pay for that. Lose 1 stability. Oh, thank you very much, game. Just what I wanted. Random loss of stability. Will the game repay me by giving me a random gain of stability? I doubt it. You're going to go and sit there, are you? Can we get there before the end of the month? We would get there on the 29th of December. We can get there before the end of the month. Goodbye, army. There we go. So they're gone. Also, now you want to peace out. How about no? I don't want to take too... Well, I say I don't want to take too much. I'll take lots of stuff. Occupations. You're not going to be... Well, you can't move there anyway, because this fort is still blocking you. Most of their provinces are dealt with. We have found their navy. They have 4 heavies. Most of these are transports. 4 heavies and 11 lights. Should really keep my eye on this. One of my ships is down to 33%. Dali has entered the military coalition against us. We have sank some of their ships. I think it may be time to retreat. We got stuff done. They lost 3 heavies and 2 transports. We lost nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, that is a good thing. So, Dali, you have entered into a coalition against us, have you? Yeah, there's probably nothing that we're ever going to do about that because we are allied to a rival. Truce with Shu has ended. A truce with Yan has ended. The thing is, I'm expanding aggressively in so many different directions that things are going to get nasty. Right, you need to be down here, I think. Did we actually just squish their army? Oh, Barak gets some more trade power. Very nice. We've almost done over here. I'm not even bothered about your pathetic little ally down there. I don't care what they do. What we want to do is flip these 3 provinces over to Kachar and take all of those. So how much war score would that be? 28, and you're already willing to do it. War reparations, all of your money. Tempting to take more stuff from you then. No, let's not be too greedy. Let's just do this bit by bit. Let's go ahead and send that demand. Bring our armies back. We don't want to lose a lot of manpower. We don't want to lose a lot of money. I do have to be a little bit mindful about the coalition. I think I'm going to leave all of my forts on, actually, just in case the coalition does fire and take me by surprise. It might happen. You guys are taking attrition there. Hadn't noticed that. Obviously doesn't have enough supply weight here. It is desert, I suppose. I'll let it off on that one. So, provincial unrest in Chittagong and... Oh, that's gone now. Where is Chittagong then? Is that one of the provinces that you guys are currently in? There's Chittagong there. Chittagong and Pathin. Let's move you down to Chittagong. Where's the other one? This one. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. We could go ahead and... Well, we can't increase the autonomy anymore there. Yeah, people are entering a coalition. Maybe we will have to take some time to not be quite so aggressive for a while. Maybe we'll have to think about slowing things down. Of course, if I do get the opportunity to dive on Malwa, if I can find some way of getting at them, I will do it. Because I think that is quite important that we actually manage to try and take them down. While they're allied with... They are not allied with Yarkand. Why did I think they were? They are in the coalition, though. Oh, no, they are allied with Yarkand. I was going to say, it's just the order of things here seems to have changed because they haven't got any truces. But yeah, they are still allied with Yarkand. And part of the coalition. Of course, if the coalition declares war on me, Yarkand won't come in on their side. Yarkand should stay on my side. Afghanistan is eating into Yarkand. You'd think Yarkand would actually want to help. Which is a little bit strange. Truce with Kashmir has ended. I mean, they could enter the coalition now. We really don't want Jampur to get involved in the coalition, so we could go ahead and declare... They're still being guaranteed by Jampur. How is Garjat doing with his cause? Didn't mean to click on that, but it looks like they're all done. So we could use this as an opportunity to go and declare a war on Jampur again. I'd like to wipe Jampur off the map, if I'm honest. So maybe that's what we want to do. Let's get an army or two up here. And it is my plan to eventually completely eliminate Jampur. I might not be able to do it in a single war. But we can certainly do some good damage here. Again, the aggressive expansion in the coalition is just, like, nasty, but... What can we really do? Not an awful lot. So we won't. So... armies, if you wouldn't mind getting your stuff together. There we go. Right, let's go and declare war. Jampur will come in, as expected. So... They can't even move into their territory yet because they haven't actually... now they have. Now they've accepted the call to arms. Where do you think you're going? Jampur's army is probably pathetically small right now. You guys need to get in there. I think we actually just completely stack-wiped them. Let's just go and split off a couple of units to go and siege that province out. I feel this is going to end badly for Jaipur. We've got... Yeah, I'm leaving all my forts on. That's it. I remember now. I said I was going to do that because I didn't want any... I didn't want any problems. Probably still get some. So we'll split you and move half of... Oh, we'll just detach to siege. That's fine. Let's move you into there. Afghanistan are fabricating against us. Let's go get this group finished. We can have an extra leader with our upkeep, which is fantastic, because we have another army somewhere. He says, looking around the map. There we go. So let's go and take another leader. And you're a 4-1-4. Not exactly brilliant, although we are getting into the period of the game where fire is becoming more useful than shock. Our infantry almost do more fire than shock. Our cavalry still don't, and obviously cannons are now really starting to get into play. But yeah, if we get that extra 40%, extra 20% infantry combat ability, which we actually do have, if we go into our policies... Oh, I didn't even have the discipline one turned on during the last battle. But yeah, we've got 5% extra discipline, 20% extra infantry combat ability that we can turn on if we want to. We can also get ourselves an extra 40% trade efficiency and an extra 10% production efficiency if I wanted to go and turn all of those things on, which is really, really nice. We can also get interest reduction. Do we have any interest at the moment? No, our inflation's going down. I think everything is okay so far. You belong to that stack, so let's go and put you together. You can group up. And let's start moving forwards. You can group up. Sorry, Jaipur, but you've had it too good for too long. We also are going to have to recover some manpower at some point as well. All of the attrition is not helping. So we might have to have a little bit of a rest. Although what I am very much considering here is piecing out Jaipur, taking a load of stuff. I'm still considering giving some more of it to... still considering giving some more of it to Jharkhand, even though I said I wouldn't. Can't get over there, unfortunately, so we have to wait. Gotta wait for this one to fall. Let's go in there and help with that, actually. Oh, are we still got attach on? Yeah, stop attaching to me. Go on, bugger off. So, yeah, we could give these 3 provinces to Jharkhand, these 3 provinces to Garjat. And that leaves them with, like, 4 provinces left, which we could then go to another war with Kangra and take the rest of them. And thus completely wipe out Jaipur. Obviously, that's not going to help things with the coalition. But we're not concerned about things like that, are we? So, we just need to hurry up and wait for this thing to fall. Finally managed to convert some heretics. Let's go ahead and convert some more. Local goods produced in one province. We don't care about that. Will you please all stop stacking there? You're causing terrible attrition. I'm just going to move out of that province. I know that's just taken a massive amount of progress off, but I don't want to lose all my manpower to try and siege it out. So we'll allow them to do it. Because if we do end up with the coalition firing, I'm going to need the manpower. So let my vassals take the attrition. In the meantime, let's go ahead and just flip these over to Jharkhand and Jharkhand and Jharkhand. And then this one will be Garjat and Garjat and Garjat. I'm guessing we don't have anywhere near enough war score for that yet. We probably won't have enough war score to take all 6 of those provinces anyway. But if that's the case, I'll prioritise giving the ones to Garjat so we can try and get Jharkhand integrated. Yeah, people just fabricating against us. It's all stuff that we expect. We can move into this province safely. They only have one... they only have 1 fort remaining. We probably can't get up there because we're still blocked by this one. But we can sit up here. So we are getting some attrition. Probably won't have once the fort falls. Let's go and move you back into our own provinces so we don't have to worry about that. Provincial unrest we're not too concerned about. Yeah, that's got rid of the attrition. Our manpower is going back up now, which is fine. But yeah, we still have too many diplomatic relations. We've lost our level 3 Diplo guy. Better relations over time is the only level 3 we can get. We've got a lot to choose from, but there's only one level 3. Can we get one from the estates? Recruit minister. Can I do it once every 30 years? And they don't have 40 influence or more. Recruit minister. Yeah, they need enough influence to do it. Well, they do have, so why can't we do it? Oh, we can't do it until 69, another 15 years. Unfortunate, but I still think we need to keep a level 3 guy, so we will go for the better relations over time. Because obviously we're over our diplomatic limit, and we are behind on diplomatic tech, so we do need to try and keep ahead with that. Because it is costing us some money because of our unbalanced research. I like how we don't actually have full religious unity, and it is showing that it's affecting the corruption, but by 0.00. Kashmir want to peace out. I'm guessing that that Jampur aren't willing to give me what I want yet, so... Oh wow, we don't even have enough war score to take all of what I wanted to. Can't take that one, because 66 just for those 2 provinces, wow. But we can do that. We can take 4. So that's what we'll aim for. Oh, disease outbreak. That was unfortunate down there, Jarkand. You could have done without that. But we will conclude this war, as always, on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Barat. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.